My name is Linda Ewing, and this is my real story. When I was growing up, my grandparents on both sides never really cared for us as our children, their grandkids. That's the way my dad was. My mom worked and took care of the family, and she's the one that would show us that we were loved. And growing up all those years, I always wanted to hear that I was loved, and we never heard that. And to this day, I've never heard it from my dad. And I always wanted to make sure that my kids knew that. So sometimes I probably go overboard in telling them that I love them, because every day, 2 or 3 times. But it's one thing I always wanted to hear as a child, so I wanted to make sure my kids heard that. My mom would take us to church. We went to Thorn Creek Baptist Church for a while, but my dad never went. And it was only after my grandpa passed away with my mom's dad that my grandma could tell us that she loved us. My husband, I was more afraid of him than anything. Warren was a controlling person. At one time, we'd even separated, but we went back together because he always told me that nobody would want me after him, and that he always threatened me that if I did leave, that he would take the boys and he would take off and I would never find him. So I stayed in the marriage, and it was rough. He had me so beat down, and I knew I had to find some way to get myself built back up so I could take care of my kids, that I was going to get the Lord in my kids' life, and I needed it too. So we ended up going to Big Lake Church of God, where Hank was, and I just knew the boys had to have some kind of guidance, a male figure, and I couldn't think of anybody but the Lord to be in their life. And so that's when we started going to Big Lake, and the boys really started falling into place the way the Lord was talking to them and things. Finally, we prayed, my husband did start going to church. I don't know what even made him decide to go to church, but he just decided one Sunday he was going to try it. After he came to know Christ, he was a good guy, he was really good, but we didn't have many years with him after he did calm down and go to Christ. He was baptized about 4 years before he passed away. As the boys grew and I grew up, in our life without their father and things, I could see that we were just being blessed, and my relationship has really grown in the last few years. It's been growing all along, but it's just, I can really see it's taking off. We're just really blessed. I was 63 and a half years of having perfect health, and we've had some stumbles along the way, but if we don't have stumbles, we're not going to have Christ, because we wouldn't need him. We don't have these trials in our life, and because we would just go through day without having to seek anybody for help. So that's why he puts trials in us, and that's what we're going through now. We're going through a trial on December 22nd, and what was before that, when I was dealing with a cold, I thought, and they diagnosed me with 2 different things, and then come to find out I was coughing up blood at work, and so I knew I was in trouble, but I had no idea it was going to be cancer. So on December 22nd, when they diagnosed me with cancer, I just thought, okay, Lord, if it's my time, it's my time. I'm really not going to go into a big fight for this or anything, because I was just so down with this cold. I just didn't have much strength left. The more I heard it, the more I thought I had to fight it. God was giving me the strength to say, hey, you've got to fight this. I'm in for the battle now. Went to a different place for different opinions, and they're giving me all kinds of hope, and I'm just taking a chemo pill twice a day. He's blessed. He's there with me to give me the strength to keep going on in life and to enjoy my family. And he's using me to show other people how they can have their faith and not to give up. This is to make our faith grow, and it is. It's really growing, and I thank him every day, for this, so that I can just see the faith growing in my sons. That's what we need. Everybody needs their faith, and I've just been so blessed to see so many people that I would never thought would ever say they would pray or anything, and they are praying, and it's awesome. And I just feel really blessed that if the Lord is using me to bring other people to Christ, it's worth it. I'm so blessed with this. Usually when I get up in the morning, the first thing I do, I thank him for another day and keep getting me through the night, and that he would bless a lot of people. I got a list of people I pray for every day, and I ask for blessings for these people. And it just gives me so much strength to the day that I can get my day started and face what trials I have to go through. I want them to see, maybe I've got this cancer, I got this thing inside of me, but You've got to have your faith. It's awesome to see. It's just such a blessing to have my family come to Christ and know Him through this. I just hope that people can remember me as always being happy. You just gotta let the Lord's light shine through you and let other people see it. And that's what I want people to remember me as, that I've got the Lord in me and I just want to share Him with everybody. I just want them to know that as long as you got Him in your life, you can be so happy. And don't let things get you down, because Lord's going to be there. He's going to be there with you, and He's walking right beside you, and that's what He's doing with me, and He just keeps me trucking right on. But you got to have the Lord in your life in order to be able to really enjoy life. The faith will get you through.